Wrangler presents 5-star finishes. Don't have to look very far to get one here at Bristol. This race 1 year ago, Jeff Gordon with the bump and run on Rusty Wallace. Went on to lead the final couple of circuits, take the checkered flag. Exciting finish 1 year ago here at Bristol, breaking a 31 race winning drought for Jeff Gordon. For more on Wrangler 5-star finishes, log on to NASCAR.com. 74 to go. Will we have another fantastic finish tonight? Matty?
Alan, they've taken the tires out to 24 and they've looked at them, and you can see there's about an 1.5-inch gash right here on the 24 right front tire. Jeff had diagnosis to get ready for green.
All right, Jeff Gordon now back in 16th place. 73 laps to go.
Now we'll see if this hurts Harvick a little bit. We've seen him struggle a little bit on the restart, PP. But maybe he didn't have enough time for the tires to really get cooled, or it will hurt him.
Of the 24 cars on the lead lap, 13 of them pitted under that caution flag. Dale Jarrett, Kenny Wallace, Jeff Gordon, Jeremy Mayfield, Bill Elliott, Johnny Sauter, Tony Raines, Mike Skinner, Ward Burton, Sterling Marlin, Joe Nemechek, and Casey Mears. Those guys have the fresh tires on, and they're trying to come clean back. Some of them have fresh tires on. Dale Jarrett just got 2.
He goes by Benson, moves into the 10th spot. So he's up farther than anyone else with a little bit fresher rubber. That's about the position he was running in when he made the pit stop. So that worked out very well for Dale Jarrett.
And in all the confusion coming to that caution flag with Jeff Gordon's problems and then the piece of debris falling off Sterling Marlin's car, let me also point out that Jimmy Johnson and Ryan Newman shuffled by Ken Schrader to pick up 4th and 5th. Kenny's now running 6th. We, of course, started doing it through the field, and naturally the caution came out. Let's check out our championship leader. Didn't get that far back, Marty.
Yeah, and he didn't pit either, Alan. He said, I don't like the looks of this. The cars that stopped for tires are only 3 positions behind me. Why did we not stop? I think we made a mistake. I think those guys behind me are going to eat our lunch because fresh tires make a difference here. We saw it last night in the Busch Series race, and we might see it tonight in the Winston Cup race.
Did you see the closure rate on that 88 car through the corner?
Yeah, so I guess the tires do make a difference here.
The guys talked about in practice, after they cool the tires are about as fast, but obviously those new tires are working very well for Dale Jarrett.
8th place he just picked up from Matt Kenseth. And remember, DJ just took rights on his stop. Farther behind him, Jeff Gordon on 4 fresh tires, picking off some spots. Just picked up 13th from Mike Skinner, and Dale Jr. trying to follow him through. Jr. also on pit road that last caution.
There's a little bump.
Skinner's in trouble, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's got him kind of bottled up behind him. Be careful he doesn't get turned around here. Getting late. Somebody gets in a hurry. Junior's got him up the track now. Bill?
And that's 4 fresh tires on that car. Wasn't handling well, Alan. So they came on to pit road. They got 4. Looks a little better now.
So Junior through to pick up 14th. Mayfield through to pick up 15th. Skinner was 16th, but Ward Burton just said, excuse me.
Yeah, Skinner got slid up the racetrack there, and he's got a whole file of cars on the bottom of the racetrack where he lose a lot of spots.
Somebody else who's feeling the effects of the older tires, Ken Schrader. Just lost a spot to Dale Jarrett. Matt Kenseth's working on him, Bill.
Yeah, and that car's just gotten bad loose, Alan. Check that. It's tight. The car is tight. They were hoping that maybe it was debris on the racetrack, some oil he'd driven through, but the handle's starting to go away on the 49. Last top 5 for Kenny Schrader, Richmond in the fall of 1998.
I tell you what, though, Bill, it's been a great run tonight for that 49 car. From the stretch they went through where they didn't qualify for 2 races, now to be in a position for 2 top 10s in a row.
And Dale Jarrett has moved up to 6th spot. Boy, does he need a caution flag right now to get some of that track position, get him up closer to the front. He can make a run towards a victory.
Yeah, you're right, PP. He's about a 1/10 of a second quicker right now, a lap, and all the guys he's trying to run down in front of him.
Check out our race recap at the top of the screen. Caution after caution. Somebody's got to have sore typing fingers up there making that, because we've had 18 caution flags tonight. The high so far this season was 17, done here at Bristol back in March. Jeff Gordon with his fresh tires. Oh, Matt Kenseth in the traffic jam gets Gordon.
Well, there's a caution flag that Jared needed, but it certainly wasn't one.
He lifted right in front of me.
That was Matt Kenseth on his team radio. Jeff Gordon with a beat-up front end on his Chevy now.
There's another one, Matt.
Yep.
Looked like Gordon had to lift because Schrader got loose. Or what Bill say, he was bad tight off the corner, so maybe Schrader had to check up and it caused the accordion.
Now let's take a look here. Schrader's real slow right there. Gordon tries to duck down underneath him. Got tagged by the 17 car. I couldn't really.
Third one in line.
Yeah, but you're right. The 49 car, I guess, picked up that dreadful push off the corner, had to back up, and when Jeff backed off the gas to turn under the 49, that's when Kenseth got in the back of him.
He had a tire going down, Benny. Left front tire going down on the 49.
Okay.
Really? Matt Kenseth. Well, what has been a very difficult last month or so for Jeff Gordon continues tonight here at Bristol. He's finished in the 30s, 3 of the last 4 races.
And the local car, driven by Johnny Sauter, going behind the wall. Marty.
17 on pit road, Benny. He said, I'm fading. I need to do something, Robbie. We're not going to win the race like this. Robbie came on the radio. He said, we're going for the win. 4 tires, pound out of both left side tires for the 17 car. A little bit tight, Bill. Ken Schrader is on pit road. It was a flat right front tire. Right front. They were going to take 4. Just going to take 2 because the guy's behind him pitted. He's got the tires. He's on his way.
Jeff Gordon is pulling his car behind the wall. Robbie Loomis said, how does the steering wheel look to see how far it was knocked over? He says the car is junk in the front. They pulled it behind the wall. He says also, I think the radiator's gone as well. They're going to try to pull all the sheet metal off, but it is leaking water. Tough break for Jeff Gordon.
And they've only got 54 laps left in this race to try and get that thing fixed and get back out. Under caution at Bristol.
Guys, cars starting to look like mine. Hey, Dan O'Toole back inside the Sports Center newsroom. We're coming up right after the race if they ever get finished, and we've got a lot to bring you in the next edition of Sports Center. Jays and A's, Oakland up 4-3 in the 6th when they break it open. Billy McMillan double to right, couple runs coming to count. Miguel Tejada, well, he also likes that double. He gets one to left, scoring another run. A's go on to take it 11-5. CFL, Eskimos taking on the Riders. 4th quarter, Edmonton in the driver's seat. Mike Pringle takes the pass, bashes his way in for his 3rd touchdown of the game. Eskies roll to a 49-31 win. Alex Tagliani posted the fastest lap in qualifying to the Molson Indy Montreal to grab the pole position in his hometown race. It's Tag's 5th career pole. Champ Car Series leader Paul Tracy got to start back in 8th. And some sad news from the world of baseball. Former great Bobby Bonds, father of San Fran slugger Barry, passed away at the age of 57. All the details on that and much more on SportsCenter right after the race.
My name is Butch.
Tina.
My nickname is Bobo.
I'm Greer.
I love to travel. Good food.
I love ice cream.
Music. Rock and roll.
I pretty much listen to anything.
Country music.
Just not country.
I love Broadway musicals.
Dancing's the best.
I've never been to a club.
You definitely don't want to see me dancing.
Esquire.
Esquire.
All right, that's it. I've had it.
It's all about pride and passion. Getting cranked up to kick off on game day.
This is not reality television. This is reality.
Wild weather out here. Chinook country. Today's forecast calls for pain. Eat 'em up, boys.
Welcome to the big league. The voice of football. Friday Night Football. TSN.
17th on down. Matt Kenseth is 18th.
Well, I think all these caution flag laps have kind of taken the fuel situation right out of the mix.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's just a matter of who has the better tires and can get that position in front.
Jeff Gordon behind the wall getting work done on his car. Being dropped down through the standings quickly. Farther back, Matt Kenseth just slipped around Ken Schrader. So Kenseth now the first of the guys who pitted under that caution, and he's in 17th spot.
I think the answer to your question would be Jarrett.
I mean, it looks like he would have the best shot, but he's not making a lot of progress towards the top 5.
They do get tougher to pass as you get farther forward, don't they?
Yes, they do.
In stereo. I'm impressed. Yeah. I'll tell you what, this has not been a thing of artistic beauty tonight, has it?
No.
19 caution flags. 115 of the 453 laps we've run have been behind the pace car. They've been beaten around, they've been spun, they've been banged. But the one thing we haven't seen tonight that we started off talking tonight about were drivers demonstrating their anger. It's been relatively calm where that's concerned. Now, there may be all kinds of shout matches down in the garage when the race is over, but it's been relatively calm on the anger front. Kevin Harvick trying to hang on to Kurt Busch, but Kurt's really gotten away after this restart. Look at the gap.
And that's what those guys were talking about. And Kurt's running some very good laps. Checking our scoring monitor in the booth, and that's what they were talking about. These tires, when you run them, they get hot, they start slowing down. You have a caution flag, they cool down, they're right back where they started. Dave, what they say in the 29 pit?
The VP Kevin complains that he just can't get going on the car. Todd Berry, a reason that, you know, getting a caution every time we get going is what's hurting us right now. They need a long run, Matt.
The problem for the 97 is not fuel or tires. The problem, losing volts. They believe they have a bad alternator. I talked to Mike Kelly, the car chief. They swapped to their backup battery. The extra 32 pounds may mean the difference between winning and losing. He says it hasn't really changed much. Kurt did turn off his cool suit unit to try to save as many volts as possible.
Well, we'll keep an eye on that, see if he starts to lose a little bit of steam here in the closing laps. Matt Kenseth just picking up a couple of more spots. Marty?
I talked to Robbie Reiser about the rationale of pitting under that last caution. Remember, they were running 9th, restarted 18th. They have made up a couple of spots. He said, you know what? We were not going to hold on to 9th where we were, and there's a spin on the track.
Tony Raines gets turned around in turn 2. And the caution flag is out. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, for a record-tying 20th time. That equals the track record for the most yellows of all time in a Winston Cup race here at Bristol. And Tony Raines, who got back on the lead lap after falling behind early in the race with a slow leaking tire, I believe got back around on the lead lap.
Yeah, he did.
Did the leader get us?
He did get us. You're all right.
You're okay. That's right.
But he's mad.
Everything's just tight in the center, Larry. I just can't get going, man. I just kept running over me in the middle.
Come on down pit road. You can quit the yellow. You're going to have to start at the tail end of the longest line.
You know, we keep trying to come back from these commercial breaks in time so we get the restarts. So it left us with a little unfinished business last time. Winston Cup Series record for cautions in a race.
It's not been pretty. Been exciting, but not been pretty. All right.
How about our Chevy leaderboard? How are the bow ties doing tonight? Scattered out among the top 20. Harvick and Johnson in the top 5. Earnhardt Jr. just inside the top 10. Jeff Gordon behind the wall after getting tangled up a little bit earlier on. Just put the lights back on the pace car. Saw something. Oh, they still got a safety truck out on the track. That's why. I don't think they want to go for the restart there. Next weekend, race for the championship.